Hey everyone, it's the Roman Stray Dog. So it's July 15th and I'm leaving Scottsdale, Arizona. I've been here 6 days now. It's been a really nice break. Spent 6 days here at my buddy Jim's condo in Scottsdale. And today I'm just heading up to Flagstaff and then up to Page, Arizona. So yeah, I've been here 6 days. It's been really nice. I rolled across the border from Nogales in Mexico on July 9th. And that day was, it was a bit of a shit show at the border crossing. I got really turned around a couple of times trying to find the kiosk for the temporary import permit building, and it was totally nondescript. I got on this toll road, and I ended up going back and forth like I think 3 times, and I paid the toll 3 times trying to find this stupid little office. And it was just like, it's just this little kiosk building, like a 5x5 building with no signs, of course. So I bought a 2-month permit when I went into Mexico, and I got there on July 9th to exit Mexico 1 day late. So that means I didn't get my $500 back, which is really a bit of a piss off. I pleaded with the guy, but he's just, that's nothing we can do. So across the border, it was a pretty seamless border crossing, going into the US. It was actually really nice. So that day, through Nogales, through Arizona, like Tucson, and into Scottsdale was the hottest day of my 7 months on the road. It got up to 49 degrees Celsius, absolutely scorcher, just unbearable. I was having to stop more than once an hour, so it made the trip slow. And so I'd just roll into a gas station, strip off my coat, go into the bathroom, wet down my shirt, suck back as much water as I could, have a Slurpee, whatever I could, and just kind of lower my body temperature. For some of those like less than hour periods, I was not feeling good at all. It was just so hot. And of course, I'm riding full gear. I always do. I never ride without my coat. And man, it was like just being in this oven. It was just terrible. So anyway, I had a really nice stay here in Scottsdale on the day that I rolled in. Chilled out for a few hours, had a swim in the pool, then I went out for dinner with 4 friends that live in Scottsdale, so that's really nice. And the next day, my buddy Jim and his gal flew into town, which was already planned. We had planned to meet here, and that was great. So the next day, it was my 60th birthday, so that was really nice. Jim and Carol took me out for a really nice dinner. It was nice not to have to spend my birthday alone. And here on the morning of the 15th, I'm leaving the condo. It's 8:30 in the morning. It's already 33 degrees Celsius, and I'm heading up to Flagstaff. Got to make one stop here in Flagstaff on my way to Page, Arizona. And I'm getting a new rear tire. Going back to that Moto Z Tractionator Adventure, which I really love. So I get to the shop, right around opening at 9:30 or 10, and spend about an hour and a half there, and then I get on my way to Page. So I've been gone about 45 minutes or an hour from the bike shop, and I'm heading up this road here, and it's right around here that I'm noticing a bit of an issue with the rear wheel or tire. And they say when you get a new tire that you got to be careful for the first 100 kilometers or so, because the rubber's so new and it could be a bit squirrely on the road. So I'm thinking, well, it might be that, or maybe it's not balanced properly, and it doesn't happen all the time. And it's just, it's got me a little bit puzzled, and I wouldn't find out until the next in about another hour and a half here when I roll into Flagstaff for lunch. Hey everyone, the Roman Stray Dog here. So, a bit of an update. I left Scottsdale this morning, 8:15, rolled into the shop north of Phoenix at 9 o'clock to get the new Moto Z tire installed. The tire that I had taken off was the Bridgestone AX41. Really disappointed in that tire. I only got 3,800 kilometers, while the previous Moto Z Adventure I got 14,000 kilometers. So going from 14,000 to 4,000, ridiculous. So I'd never buy that tire again. So with about an hour turnaround at the shop, got back on the bike, and in very short order, I noticed the bike was a bit wobbly. I'm going, okay, this is just maybe the new tire. It's really knobby, I don't know. And I rode like an hour and a half to Flagstaff, and stopped for lunch, got back on the bike. Actually, before I got back on the bike after lunch, I'm checking the bike and checking the rear wheel, and sure enough, one of the rear wheel bearings, the right-hand side, is done. A bit of a bummer. I think that's the Chinese bearing that I had replaced in Bolivia, but I got 24,000 kilometers out of it, so that's not too bad, right? Anyway, quickly open up Google Maps, checking for a motorcycle shop. There's one in 300 yards. Perfect. Go down there, and that's where I am now. It's Go AZ Motorcycles in Flagstaff, Arizona. Walk in, chat with the folks at the service department, tell them what my situation is. I've got a spare bearing, and they said, we'll try, let's see, not really sure what we can do, there's no other shops, blah blah blah. I pleaded with the guy, and he said, okay, we'll get it done before closing. So it's been 2.5 hours now that I've been here. It's almost ready. So this is amazing. Great thing that I bought these spare $5 Chinese bearings in some town in Bolivia 5 months ago, which is great. So these guys didn't have any bearings in stock. Nobody carries much in the way of parts in stock, any dealerships these days. It's just the way it is. Anyway, so a bit of a hiccup, but it could have been way worse had it happened out in the desert somewhere, or on a Sunday, or after closing on a Saturday. So it's really just cost me maybe 3 hours delay, and I'm back on the bike. And while I was here, I was talking to one of the sales guys, and he's given me a really great twisty road through Sunset Crater Volcanic National Park, which looking forward to that, because I was going to take a section of the BDR, but I can't really afford to do that now because it's 100 miles off road and I don't really have time. It's 3:30, so I'm just going to do this twisty road through Sunset Crater. So that's good. So just waiting to get the notification here to pay my bill and be on my way. So it's a bit frustrating that the shop this morning didn't notice the bearing that was loose. So they did notice that I needed a new tube, so they sold me a new tube. I don't really think I needed it, but for $40 I thought, okay, I'll get a new tube and use the other one as a spare. So that's what I've done. Anyway, I'm hoping they're going to give me the go-ahead real quick, because I'm anxious to get going and get to Page, because it's 2 hours if I go straight to Page. Take this road, it's probably another hour, so I'll probably got 3 hours. So I'm probably going to be rolling in just at sunset into Page if it all goes well. Okay, right on. Stray Dog, the Roman Stray Dog, signing out.